Alright, today I will walk you through setting up a speaker for a wedding. We will have a speaker, a mic, and a background music player. That is pretty much all you need for a basic wedding. So, the speaker we'll be using today is a Yorkville EXM Mobile 8. Now these are, as far as I know, only available in Canada, but you can probably find an equivalent somewhere else. And let's start with the speaker stand. So here is a pretty typical speaker stand. The first thing we want to do is loosen the bottom part and pull out on the leg. That will drop it down and open the legs up. All right. And the same thing, when we pack up the stand, we want to pull this part up. Do not push down. I see a lot of people pushing down and breaking the stand. You want to pull up when you're packing up the stand. Like that. When you open it, you want this part to go down. When you're packing it up, you want it to go up. All right, so now that the legs are open, place it where we want it to be and give it a good smack down. And now we want to lock the bottom. All right, and now we can loosen up the top and raise the top just a little bit. So now we have now we are going to put the speaker on the stand. Oh, if you have a stand that needs to be locked, you want to lock the top right now. So I'm going to lock my stand right here and put the speaker on. All right. And now we can work on the speaker very easily. It is eye level. And after we are done connecting everything, we can raise the speaker up higher if we need to. But for now, we're going to keep it at head level. Okay, so again, this is the Yorkville EXM Mobile 8. And the first thing we want to do is turn every single knob on the speaker to the left. Okay, every single knob, make sure they're all turned all the way to the left. Okay, and now we can continue on to the next step. So let's take a quick look at the connectors. We have 3 XLR microphone connectors up here. And we can ignore the mains for now. So we will only be using these 3 and the aux input right here on channel 3. Okay, so this is channel 3, channel 2, and channel 1. Okay, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. And let's take a look at the knobs. The top row, we're actually looking at this the wrong way, but this is technically the row. Okay, the first row we have the volume knobs. The second row we have the shape. So if we turn it all the way to the left, that will be for music, and we will probably be using microphones on the top 3. So we want to turn the second row all the way to the right for any microphones we have connected. So I will connect the mic to channel 1 in a bit. So I'm going to turn that, the second knob on channel 1 all the way to the right. Okay, I'm going to leave the other 2 because we're not going to use them right now. And channel 3 will be a music player. So I'm going to make sure that it is all the way to the left. Okay, and now we're ready to start connecting things. All right, here's the microphone. Here's an SM57. Let's start by connecting the mic because the cable can only go in one way. Only one of the sides will work. This side will not work. Only this side will. There we go. And the other side goes into the speaker. Right here. Channel 1. Okay. Now I have a mic connected to channel 1. Let's set up our music player. For music player, you can actually use the Bluetooth on the speaker, but I always find wires more reliable. So you want to get a 3.5mm to 3.5mm TRS cable. So make sure there are 2 black rings on each connector. Okay, let's connect the speaker side. And the other side can either go into your laptop or you can connect it to a dongle and connect it to your phone. Okay, I don't have my phone with me, so I'm going to unplug that for now. And now we want to adjust the volume of our mic and our music player. They're the same concept, so I'm gonna demonstrate with the mic. Okay, again, we want to make sure that the second knob, the shape knob, is turned all the way to the right, so it's on speech. And Now we can turn the master volume so that it is vertical at 12 o'clock. But if we're looking at it this direction, we want it to face that way. You will feel a very small click. There it is, there's the click. Okay, and now we want to speak into the microphone as we turn up the channel volume on the mic channel. So we're plugged into 1. Okay, so turn up the channel volume very slowly as we're talking into the mic until it is at a very good volume. So there we go. I think that is plenty of volume right there. So I'm going to stop right there. And that is how you set the volume. Now you want to do the same thing for a music player. For a music player, you want to turn up your phone or a laptop all the way to the max volume and then start turning channel 3 up very slowly until it is at the volume you want. And that is how you set the volume. Now, how to use the microphone. Ideally, whoever is using the microphone wants to always be standing behind the speaker. So right now the speaker is facing that way, so I want to be standing behind it, right here. That will eliminate most of the feedback issues, especially since we have the shape knob that cuts out a lot of the low end. And even if we have to be in front of the speaker, we want the microphone to face away from the speaker. So now the speaker is facing this way, and we want the microphone to be facing away from the speaker. So we don't want this. We want this. Okay? I have the volume turned all the way down, that's why I didn't feedback. And how do we actually hold the microphone? There's only one correct way, and that is holding the mic right in the middle. Okay? Do not grab the bottom. Do not grab the top. Definitely do not grab the top. Okay? I see a lot of people trying to copy like music videos grabbing the top. It is a horrible idea. Do not grab the top. It will probably cause your mic to feedback and it'll make people's ears bleed. So please do not hold the top. Grab the middle and hold the middle. Okay, and now where do we want to hold the mic? We want to hold the mic as close as possible to our mouth, but we don't want it to be right in front of our mouth. Why? Because if we have it right in front of my mouth, you can hear whenever I speak into the mic, the air coming from my mouth will go directly into the microphone and it will cause pops like that. But if I hold it at an angle from below, we no longer get those pops. So that is why we want to hold it as close as possible, but coming from below. That will avoid the air coming out of our mouths. If only one person will be using the mic, you can hold the mic very close, but if multiple people will be sharing the mic, you probably don't want to be touching your mouth with the mic, so you want to hold it a little bit further away. Okay, so that is how you want to hold your mic. That is how you set up a speaker for a basic wedding setup. Okay, and if you want to know how to calculate speaker coverage, you can check out the video I've linked below in the descriptions. And I hope this video has helped you. Go check out our other video.